according to Aristotle, an indeed generally accepted postulation, man is the political being. You're welcome to ZEAL'S TV Experience, where we talk about topical issues affecting our society and the world at large. And yes, it reviews our skills, our reaction, reason, and reasoning. You're welcome to another edition of ZEAL'S TV Experience, where we talk about topical issues affecting our society and the world at large. Joining me today on ZEAL'S TV Experience, as you can see, is no other person than Mr. Godfada Uko, the SOTD Governor on Project Monitoring. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Zeals. I'm privileged to be here, finally.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We'll be considering a very important topic today known as humanization in politics. All right, so in Akwa Ibom State, what would you say is politics humanized?
Well, I think I'm going to attempt the question, but not like a very practical politician or an entertainer in politics.
Okay.
I would want to say that a politician, like you, we all know it is a professional field.
Okay.
So people just from the word go, they just know that I want to be a politician, and some people would define say, okay, this is what I would do if I have the opportunity, and this is how I'll lead my people.
Okay.
But some people just venture into politics by coincidence. So by that, I would say that they don't have a blueprint or an intention to do one or two things. So they just jump on the opportunity and they just try to do what they can. But for people that have well-designed plans to go into politics, I think some of them will come back with good results. They will touch humanity, and they will show love to people, they will show kindness, and at least if you cannot say 90%, you have few of them that you could just point the big judges and say, yes, they are doing well. So by that, I could say that politics is humanized because there are some people there to defend the politics, to defend what they are doing, like they know what they do. They know that it is an opportunity to show love, to show kindness, to bring people together, to see how they can alleviate their poverty level and see how they can bring them to limelight. So that's what I would say.
Okay. All right. Generally, on a general note, would you say that the way politics are being played in Nigeria and also down here in Akwa Ibom, would you say that it's actually in a good part, in a good aspect of it? Because when you look at the way things are being done these days, you might turn to be like, oh, this is not the way it's supposed to be, or this is not it, or this is not how this thing is supposed to be done.
But for me, I would say that since, like I said before, I am not defending politics as a professional in politics. Like I did political science, and the scientists would come and analyze, say this is what they. So if you come from an entertainment background or business background, they say, no, wait, let us tell you how this thing works. So I would want to say that it is different strokes for different folks. What I mean by that, it is there are people. The way politics is being, the moment it favors you, you're doing well. So that's it. So once you venture into politics, just know that it is selfish. Some people just get there and try to enrich themselves, so just enrich their family, make them look good. And people seem to be happy about that because, for instance, if your father, uncle, relatives, a governor, senator, whatever, you're made.
Yeah, sure.
And you will do everything to defend that position. That seat maybe probably could stay the next 80 years or more. Okay. And you wouldn't want something to temper into your happiness because you're enjoying it. So at that point, you would like what he's doing, whether what he's doing is right or wrong. So you would defend it. So that's why I said it's different for different folks. So once you're satisfied, you're comfortable, and you're gaining something from it, it's fine. And the moment you're not getting anything from it, it is bad for you because you're not benefiting. So naturally, you will fight what does not favor you. So that's how I
Yeah.
see politics. That's
All
how I
right. So, how have you been coping as a music gospel artist?
Mm.
Now you're an appointee in the president's government. How have you been coping, being the fact that you were never a politician?
Mm.
Yeah. How have you been coping?
Well, I would say that I'm one of the very few guys that are privileged to be part of the government, and that is politics in quote, because from the background that I came from, entertainment, and precisely
Mm.
I do gospel music, and so the moment I have the opportunity to serve in government, I saw it as an opportunity to do what I was still doing. What do I
Mm.
mean? Before I got into politics, I was a practical. I've been a practical musician. What I still do till now.
Okay.
So I have this platform now and resources from government. So it is to expand what I am doing.
Mm.
And luckily for me in Akwa Ibom, so I'm privileged to work with a man that what his way of governance, his
Quite
leadership, this
different.
in favors what I am doing, not just as a
Okay.
musician. It gives us room to praise God and do those activities. So
Mm.
for me, I have soft landing, so I keep doing those things that I used to
Mm.
do. And so now because what I used to struggle to do,
For
and now I
mhm.
find it easy
Easy.
because of maybe the funding and the support that I have from government. So
Mm.
it is not much difference. It's like amplifying what
What?
I used to do in a
Mm.
small capacity.
Okay. All right. You went directly into gospel music, into
Mm.
gospel ministry. What happened? You didn't do secular.
Well, I don't say I don't like secular. Of course,
Mm.
I still have those type of songs on my phone, and I play them in my cars. I have close friends that are doing secular. I started as a vocalist. I just used to do those songs, secular, copyright, and stuff. So I just got to a point
Mm.
I decide what I do, what I
Okay.
want to enjoy doing, because some people have several reasons for doing
A
what they do.
thing.
Some people will just do maybe for money. At some point, you get to when you have fun doing these things. So
Mm.
I just find myself liking gospel music. I enjoying when I praise and worship God. So I
Okay.
say, let me stay here.
Mm.
Let this is my base. So
That's
that's
your
why.
niche.
So that's it.
All right. Politics is supposed to be played at the grassroots.
Mm.
Have we seen that in Akwa Ibom? Have we seen that in anywhere in Akwa Ibom being
Yeah,
played at
yeah,
the
yeah.
grassroots?
It is happening, not just in Akwa Ibom, because if you talk without grassroots, you cannot have a base even at the center,
Yeah.
because even from the party formation, the structure, everything happens in the grassroots from unit basis,
Mhm.
because you have to have these people placed there. The governor cannot be doing everything, maybe go to his village, or you need to do this for senator. So there must be people doing the running around,
Mhm.
coordinating. So those people are involved. They have those their own small positions until they just grow like that and climb the ladder till they get to where you call
Want
the
to be.
pinnacle. Yeah.
Mm. All right. There's this misconception
Mm.
actually that politics is a dirty game.
Uh,
Now you coming from the other side of the world
mm,
where you were not a politician,
mm.
and then you find yourself in this circle. What's your take? Are we still okay? Can you now say that politics is a dirty game or is not
Like
for
I said, I'm
you?
not defending politics, but I'm not also gonna talk down on politics.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is like a football team. You have different players. This one is
Mm-hmm.
defender, this one is striker. So uh, different people doing different things.
Mm.
So if you just judge the whole system because of one
One thing
person's
that
character,
happened
so that means you're getting it all wrong.
wrong
We have good and bad people in the system, and all
mm.
of them, even Bible says everything working together for
for
good.
good.
So all of these people have their own function, they have their own
Mm.
job. So that is it. So if you say it is a notion that people have politics is a dirty
Dirty
game,
game.
but I came from a background that a church boy doing praise and worship.
Worship.
I have my own corner that I'm doing my thing. So I might not really have the time to do the research to so because I'm not
Check.
writing a 10 paper on if politics is a dirty game
Play.
or not. So
Yeah.
you just concentrate on what you're doing so that you don't get distracted.
Mm.
Therefore, I wouldn't just jump out there now, okay, if I am a say to
To the
government project that I
governor.
have, what a role playing to support the governor. Now
Mm.
I said I want to be political leader, in my local
In the local
government, and
government.
or whatever. So that would make me to go find out how it is being done, to go there to dethrone somebody so I can
Mm.
climb. So that's where people find it very difficult to just match it together. So
Mm.
once you have a specific role that you're doing for government or in government, so you just concentrate and do your job better. So if they want to judge you or define you, just say, okay, this person is doing social job. This is what, oh, don't mention, his focus, so
Yeah.
that's what I feel.
All right. So, what would you say are those challenges you've been facing in the process of trying to write your songs and then making it nice and people accept it the way it is?
I think first of all, you have to believe in yourself, know that you have to be determined and say, this is what I want to do. Because like I used to say, while you're ministering, when I am on stage ministering, what the song I am singing, the ministration, it has to minister to me first before the audience. The way you receive it is the way your audience, your family receive it. How do I mean? Because if God has been faithful, you cannot say testimony to fake it to move people.
Yeah.
So it has to begin in you. There must be something, 1, 2, 3 things that you have remembered around you that God has helped you do, that God has done for you. So the testimony, the praise burst out of your inner part of the heart. So you're not just doing, because they call you to come perform. So that's it. So even when you're writing songs, so those testimonies, those things happening around you would affect your song. It would affect the mood. If it is praise, if it is worship, when man is too excited and praise God, you can burst into tears, looking around the environment, what God has done to you, and you begin to worship. Nobody will come and push, you're supposed to kneel down, you're supposed to cry. There are times you just sing from your heart, before you know, tears started rolling and you just find yourself worshiping God. So it happens, and if we want to put it in a song, it will affect your writing. So, and the other challenge, it is a general thing, it is a normal thing. Every artist, whether secular artist, you must cross where you have to do with finance, because recording songs, you don't do it for free. Of course, these producers, they went for training, and it is some of them, it is all they do for a living, so to raise their family. So you have to pay them to be able to produce good songs for you. To do video, you have to pay. Of course, you know what it means to produce this show. So you know what it takes. So if those ones will always conform, that's why we have good singers, good musicians that they cannot come out because they don't have finances. So those kind of people, when I see them, I just say, start small, just get known, because I didn't just start music today. I struggled, just try to put 1 or 2 together to just record songs until God just raised me to a level I can just go to the studio. He said, "You want to get so amount?" Okay, say, if I cannot pay all now, I'll pay twice, because you have something to hold in your hands. God has a plan for you, so it's just to be focused so that He can direct you to that plan that He has for you.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about your latest album. What actually motivated that?
It's not really an album.
Single, okay.
Yeah, the Afodobase. I did that song during the COVID-19 period, and where the whole world was threatened, and we were scared to even peep outside our houses. And they said, you will die, you will do these things, airborne disease, and I'm like, if COVID-19 is so powerful to put all the mighty men's, borders are closed, nobody is traveling out, all of us are indoors, a curfew and all of this, just one small virus can capture the whole world. And how much more God that has been protecting us? And what are those things where are those miracles that we've been reading in the scriptures, that God did this, He healed the diseases, He did this one, He healed the lame and stuff. So, but I know that if we call on this same God, that He can do it. So I was just doing that for Obasi, the same God of yesteryears, that you can still do that same miracle today. That's how I wrote that song. Nothing too hard for you. So I began to just build the song, and I recorded it to just encourage people that no matter how they talk about this, because that time, once you just on your TV channels, COVID-19, the record scores 300 and so,
every day.
That in spite of all of these news and the media hypes about COVID, that God can still do something, and it is only God that can do it. So that's how I recorded that song, to encourage everybody in this part of the world to trust in God that He can do it. And I'm happy that the song got so many and it's still blessing
Screaming.
life.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the entertainment industry here in Akwa Ibom State. Okay, there's this controversy that was actually trending some few months back, that we don't actually, in quote, have an entertainment industry over here.
Entertainment industry, sometimes I'm very skeptical to speak. One, not because I'm afraid to say it, but because maybe I'm not directly in charge. But if I want to hold brief, because the essay to the governor on entertainment, my friend and brother, and he's a pioneer in entertainment. And before now, I would say that there has always been entertainment industry in Akwa Ibom.
Okay.
What do you call entertainment industry? Where group of people, just like you have lawyers form group, we've always been doing events, shows, activities. There are some people that, for instance, now we have Akwa Ibomite. If the two major party lines in Akwa Ibom is PDP and APC.
Yeah.
So if you have a fine musician that is in APC who is not a member of PDP and PDP is in government, so will you wait for PDP to come and raise him to limelight to start up? What you will do is you keep on doing that thing. No matter how long it takes, your name will be spelled on gold. You know. So the problem we have, why you would say, people say there's no entertainment in this, they say there's no unity, there's no love, is and stand up alone first. Blue, stand out.
On your own.
On your own, then see how many people will look up to you, then see how many people you'll be able to carry. Not looking at barracks. So barracks cannot do everything for us.
How about this other notion that it's on favoritism? When they have government shows, they will call people that are close to them and stuff.
It will
like
happen.
That.
I will say, because I think I've been privileged to be around maybe when some of those artists are called. For instance, now you would agree with me, maybe you were brought up with 10, 20 musicians on your show, right? And you will also agree with me that maybe out of those 20 musicians, you might have maybe less than 10 songs. There are songs done by those artists on your phone. If I check your phone now, and you might not even have up to 5. Why don't you have them? But you have maybe Whiskey, Nathaniel Bassey. It is not a crime to have those songs, because it is the songs that you love, you like. Either it blesses your life or you enjoy dancing on top. So that is to say that nobody will hate a good song, a good music. If you see a good musician anytime, any day, you will know. Some people just want to climb on the whole association because we are this thing to just get a performance. These government people, governors, the Senate government people, they are human beings. Most of them have experience in club. They've been going to club. They've been going to churches. Listen, they have those songs on their phone. So before they plan for an event, they can just say, "Oh, I want this so artist. I use these ones. I used to like these songs," and you will give them what they want, because they said who pays the bad part takes the tune. You know, so if you just feel that, because you are an Akwa Ibomite and because they are doing Akwa Ibomite anniversary and because you have done a song, it is a must that you perform. You're getting it all wrong, because we have Akwa Ibom artists that are doing well outside that have never performed in market. So what would those people say? They are doing well, they don't need direction. Because if you call them here, they will tell you 10 million. That is to tell you that they don't have time for Akwa Ibom people to come and do them. That other people outside enjoys what they do, they appreciate them more. It is not a crime. Everybody has their market, where they are valued. But our people here, instead of focusing on your craft, trying to improve it, you just wait. Like, we have Akwa Ibom's prestigious Christmas Carol that has been running for years. I have been privileged to perform for 2 years, 2014 and 2019. My sister, I did not love it. I did not because I am essay. You know, they just say, "Oh, you're good. It is okay. We need somebody to do praise and worship. You can do this." And they called me, and I was duly, heavily paid like the artists they brought outside.
Wow.
The same treatment. We will go rehearsals. We are lodged in a hotel. We travel to Lagos for dress rehearsal. The same flight with all of them now. I have to photograph. We are lodged in Low Meridian for how many? All of the same treatment. You know. That is not because we Godfada is and I know that some Akwa Ibom artists have enjoyed that benefit. What I'm trying to say is that improve your craft first before you start It's either you choose whether you want to do entertainment politics or you want to be a musician. I think I've been able to distinguish that.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I came in. I said I don't want to do too much on politics because even after politics, I still want to be an entertainer. I enjoy what I'm doing. It gives me joy. I just came back from a run for a show. It's not government function. It's individual event. Somebody called me. I went there and performed with my band, and I'm back here. Wow. So if I want to wait and say, oh, because this in favoritism, they did not call me because they call this one, they're like, now you're so wrong. If you're good, they will call you. They don't need to like your face. I remember some years back now, Sir Wilker was hot in this town. They even invited him to that same government event. He refused. They said they've offered him good money. He said he's not going. That's a big boy. You know, how many people or young generation musicians saying that they would do that? He didn't want to go and he did not go. So once you know what you can do and you have value for yourself, you know that definitely they will need you because you are good, my dear. You can do, guy. You don't need to run around and say this. So that's the impression people just don't know how to handle it. I have to tell you the truth. Just work on yourself and be good. They will call you. The governor will just, he's human being. You watch his television. Sometimes he goes on YouTube now. How many of these people complaining has good songs, videos, trending on YouTube? They will give excuse. The government is not support. How many? For instance, we have 1 million music. Let me do 1,000 artists in a year that are good now. How many of those people can government afford 5-10 million each? Then if they say will they sign it as a law, say it's a standard that every time that government will sponsor so they say. So what about other things, other areas? Is it entertainment industry alone? Government will not be able to. What government can do is support. You know, to just push. Oh, if you're good now, they invite you to those shows and will pay you well, and then you now invest the money in your craft. So that's what it is. It is just a wrong notion, and people are just misinforming people. Oh, this government. I'm not defending government, but I'm saying it the way I feel. You know, people should just go to their drawing board, do good things. There are some people that are doing well, and you see some of these people, they have those songs on their phone. So if they have event, they'll say, "I want this person. Who is the one of this song?" And you have to find the person I'm bringing. So that's it.
All right. Permit me to ask you this: in the next 3 to 4 years, where do you see the entertainment industry here in Akwa Ibom?
Trust me, there's going to be a whole lot of improvement because guys are really working hard. Seriously, you see the way guys are attacking these entertainment thing in Akwa Ibom. We just know that we are ready for it, and I am happy because I know that very soon we are going to have an entertainment boom, and our people are really prepared.
All right. So apart from doing music and then working, what else can you be identified with?
Working. I go to church. I just play around with friends, and what else? But basically, I make money from entertainment and my work.
All right. It looks as if every gospel artist at the long run wants to go into pastoring. Do you have such? Do you have such thoughts?
But for me, I think I'm already pastoring. Okay? I'm sending a message through my songs. We don't just sing. We minister, so I don't need to put that color and own a church before I start.
You're being called the pastor.
Yeah, so we've been doing a bit, and by the grace of God, if I have my way, I'll still be, even if you call me pastor, I'll still be preaching through music, my songs, and the minister people at time.
Okay. All right, your final word of advice to your fans out there and your fellow colleagues in the entertainment industry.
Seriously, what God cannot do does not exist. I like that phrase, and what you cannot do for yourself does not exist.
Okay.
Because it has to start with you. What do I mean? Accept it.
Okay.
You have a talent. Accept it. Improve it. Fight. Struggle to sell it, to make it out. God is not just give you that gift for just a given sake. He has a purpose for it, so develop it. No matter how long it takes, be focused. Do that thing you're doing. It might fail today, it might not pay off. 5 years, 10 years. You never can tell what happens in the next, maybe the 11th year.
Wow.
You know? Like for me, there's a event I started in 2017. I believe in a tenant project. This year is going to be 14th edition by December.
Wow.
It's bigger and stronger. I started I used to beg for support, sponsors, sell my stuff to hold the event, but today comfortably I
You
can
can
host
do
the
it.
event and you see the crowd, you'll be amazed. So there's nothing God cannot do. So
Yeah.
once you're focused, you just know where you're going to. That's the most important. Know what you want to do in life, and you just see your path just going straight, and you'll be amazed what God can do for you. That's all
Wow.
I can say.
All right, it's been nice having you
Thank
on
you.
set with me this
So
morning.
excited. Finally that I am here. And I did not disappoint you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
All right, that's been the size of our today's program on ZEAL'S TV Experience. We return next week bigger, better, and stronger. From all of us in the studio who made today a success, we say thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.